Duherro, you derks! This is Derka, and welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle on my channel. This time we have a post-com again. Don't worry, I'll have live comms next week against my buddy Shino. If you don't know him, check him out. He's cool people, he's a great battler. This battle actually happened on his stream like a month ago actually. I just had this battle saved and I was like, oh shit, I need to record this. It was a really fun battle, really close battle actually. How it happened anyway was like I was chilling with Shino when he was on his stream, and that's it. Like, he randomized who was gonna be in the next person to verse him. That happened to me, and I was like, okay, let me make a team real quick. That's my team, and we just went into it. There's nothing too complicated about it actually. So yeah, Shino's gonna be issuing a challenge. I'm gonna be starting off with my Hippowdon because Shino's a very aggressive player, if you guys don't know, and he usually starts off with his Entei from what I've seen, which he does. So I'm like, okay, so I can either go for the Earthquake or Stealth Rocks. I didn't want to risk getting burned from Sacred Fire and then for no reason, so I go straight for the EQ to just get damage off. And he does a safe play. He switches out straight out. He switches out actually into his nice and powerful, probably Choice Banded or Assault Vested, one of the two. Machamp, the champion Machamp. Well, Earthquake does a respectable amount of damage. Does about 40. Yeah, like 40%, and then he goes for Ice Punch. I'm like, come on, hello? I don't care if you're fucking Machamp. I am bulky as fuck. So I get my rocks out for free pretty much, and he's just like, fuck, that Ice Punch doesn't do anything. He has to, he has to think of something else, because Earthquake plus, I believe Earthquake plus Sandstorm will kill at this point. So he switches out. I go for the Earthquake because I'm not going to give up the chance of killing this thing. I could have gone for Slack Off, predicting the Ice Punch, but there's no reason to. There was really no reason to. And yeah, so I go for Earthquake. Of course, it doesn't affect the Azelf that switches in. It's a good play on his part, switching the Azelf. I don't know how much what this Azelf can do to me, so I wanted to kind of scout it out a little bit, see what it's going to do. And honestly, when you're versing Shino, you gotta like, he's a good battler, so he'll like predict you, so you have to like predict his prediction. Cause I thought he was gonna go for, he could have gone for Energy Ball if he had it, but I was like, nah son, nah, I'm gonna stay in, go for Whirlwind, and I'm just like, fuck, he brings out his Entei. His Entei is Choice Banded, so I can't do anything to it, nothing at all. So I have to go straight into my defensive Arcanine if I want to keep my Hippowdon around. It's not at a bad amount of HP actually. It's at like 100 HP, so it can actually like take hits later on. So I'm like, let me save it. I can't lose this just yet, and it sets up Sand anyway, so it's not bad. But then my bold, bulky Arcanine, I actually have 2 defensive walls on this team because this Pokemon was actually given to me by my friend the Fleeting Ferret Claire. So I eat that Sacred Fire. He probably realizes that, wow, that must be a bulky. Well, the fact that I have Intimidate means I'm usually a bulky Arcanine. So he switches out. I go for the Extreme Speed because I wanted to get damage off, thinking, he might just stay in or something. And he goes into his Hippowdon. I'm just like, okay. I'm not really scared of an Earthquake from Hippowdon because I am max defense, max HP, and I also do have the Will-O-Wisp. He doesn't know that. So this Extreme Speed is going to do like -4 damage real quick, and I'm just gonna go, take some damage from Sandstorm, heal it back up from the Sandstorm, and go for the Will-O-Wisp this turn. Here's where Shino makes the plays, man. He makes the good play. He's scouting me out real quick. He's like, he just switches this in to set up Sand. Then he switches it out because he's predicting me to go for Will-O-Wisp or probably some sort of fire move or anything, because he knows Entei can take it, and plus he couldn't have Entei banded into Sacred Fire on me. I'm pretty sure his Entei actually has Bulldoze, so that is something good to know. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, doesn't do anything. I'm like, even if you have Bulldoze, I'm not dying. I know I'm not dying. So I go for the Extreme Speed here because I thought it actually, was a 2-hit KO, which it is. It is a 2-hit KO, as you'll see here. I mean, it does a lot, but that's because this is a crit. Even so, it's still a 2-hit KO, and he misses Stone Edge. Stone Edge wouldn't have killed me, but it would have put me at a very low HP where 2 Stone Edges would have killed me pretty much. But I would always get Extreme Speed off first, and honestly, damage is damage, so like he would have put me at a low amount of HP. Here I goof. I forget the Sandstorm's up, and I actually go for Morning Sun because I'm like, wait, Sandstorm's just gonna kill him anyway. If I went for Extreme Speed, I could have lived. I mean, I could have had more HP, and it probably would have been a better idea to actually go for Extreme Speed. I don't know why I didn't do it. I think it was because I didn't have PP ups on extreme speed and I didn't want to waste my... Yeah, that's what it was. I remember now. It's because I didn't have PP ups on extreme speed. I didn't want to waste it. I already used 2 and I think it's like 5. So I'm like, I can't. I have to be religiously, you know, safe with it. And then he goes into this thing, and I'm just like, okay, Cinder, I'm sorry, you have to go, dude. You have to go. I wanted to burn his Hippowdon before he, you know, before I died, but like, can't do anything about it. I didn't know if this was a Dragon Dancing variant or not, so I'm just like, I have to stay in and just go for extreme speed. Just get damage off. Nothing on my team wants to take a Haxorus, that's the thing. Nothing on my team wants to take a hit from a Haxorus, except for, well, even Misses. She's specially defensive. This Dragon Claw, you're gonna see, is gonna do a lot. I just don't know why I switched her in. I go for Leech Seed. I don't know why I did that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I had a safe switch. I don't know. Anyway, so he goes. I do that. I get nice and recovery back. I'm back, pretty much back in the you know, middle yellow, almost green area. So I'm just like, alright, so I just Leech Seeded him. I pretty much put him on a timer because I kept thinking he was gonna D-dance on me. So I'm just like, okay. And now I go back into Barney, hoping I can live a hit. This is where it matters if I live a hit or not. And he uses Dragon Claw, and do I live? We'll see. This time on Dragon Ball Z, and I don't. Sadly, it's a Haxorus, it's a stab. You know, I had to sack off Hippowdon. That's why he's there, though. You know, Sandstorm, Leech. He's Sandstormed and Leech Seeded. Can't really do much to me. I go into this thing. I'm like, ugh. I know he's Scarf at this point because he's only been going for Dragon Claw. And then I go for the Bug Buzz. I know this wasn't a smart play at all, but like, what am I supposed to do? That Haxorus pretty much, like, I had nothing for the Haxorus. I had nothing. This is before I had a lot of Mons in my UU box. Now I actually have Pokemon. I actually own Pokemon. Anyway, I go into my Choice Scarf, Science, you know, shout out to Hermes, because, you know, it pretty much outspeeds everything. He goes into that, and I'm just like, this is gonna be fun. He goes for Dazzling Gleam, showing me that he is also Scarfed. And I'm just like, fuck, but it doesn't kill. And this will. And I get the Moxie boost. Gone. Ah, that felt great. That felt great. I was expecting him to be Specs, and he was expecting him to switch out, and I was like, fuck, okay. Okay, buddy. And now I'm Moxie boosted. I'm pretty threatening, but, you know, in the end, he still has Big Bumba. So Big Bumba can just pretty much wall it. I mean, it might be 120 base power right now, but it's not gonna kill. It's gonna do like nothing. Like, look, that did like 40%. That's +1, 120 base power stab. But it does put him in range, so that was where it mattered. It put him in range of nothing. Really, it didn't. But I don't have anything for it. I will go into Shino. I don't know why I went into Shino. I should have gone right back into my Roserade. You know what they say. You know, hindsight is 20/20. But I wanted to get a free Mega Evolution off too, so, and I was thinking he's gonna go for Slack Off, so I go for the U-turn so that I can switch into anything, and I had that Mega Evolution off. But let's be honest though, that adaptability boosted U-turn still did a lot. So now I go into Misses because that pretty much forces him out. Yeah, because he's gonna use Slack Off, get all his HP back. This Slack Off mattered. If I went into Misses in the beginning, the game would have been a lot closer. The Sandstorm's gone, so that worked out perfectly for me. This pretty much forces him to switch out. But like, even though it does force him to switch out, like this set I have isn't the best, I guess you could say. It really isn't. Cause look, I have Giga Drain, yes, but I don't believe I have Sludge Bomb on this set, and Giga Drain doesn't kill. I was so disappointed because I know Psychic will kill me at this point. It's an Azelf. Looks like he's Specs or Scarf, one of the two, and he goes for the Psychic. Completely destroyed my life. Completely. I thought I might live because I was actually specially defensive. I was like, fuck. But then, you know, Azelf hits like a truck, and he actually was Life Orb. I didn't see that the first time, I guess. But that's a double down right there. So he goes into his, you know, champion, and I only have, you know, Beedrill left. So I'm just like, he can go for Bullet Punch while I have to go for, you know, I can go for anything I want. But I eat up that Bullet Punch, and I managed to kill him with the Poison Jab. And now it comes down to a crit. Yes. If I get a crit on his Big Bumba, I win. A crit to win them all. If I don't get a crit, I sadly lose. But you know, it's 50/50s are all it is. I go for the U-turn because, you know, Poison Jab is resisted, I believe. and he goes for the earthquake, and it's over. That's a close battle though. It ended 1-0 in Shino's favor. I was like, fuck, damn. At least I didn't get 6-0, right? And I was really happy. I was proud of myself. You know, it was a really close battle. It could have gone either way. If I played a little smarter, I could have like done more. Like if I brought out my Roserade on his Hippowdon first, it would have played out a little bit differently maybe. But you know, it's whatever. In the end, you know, mistakes were made. You learn from your losses. And the second episode of the series is a loss. It's okay. And thanks, Shino, for, you know, having this battle with me, you know, before. It was cool. It was fun. You know, I was pretty much getting back into competitive there. Like, I started with UU. I actually love UU. UU is a great tier. If you usually battle me, you'll probably see me in UU. And, yeah, make sure, you know, if you guys do enjoy the Wi-Fi battles, leave a like, comment, or subscribe, you know. Show that you've joined the derk side by doing so. And remember to follow me at derkatime on Twitter. If you have any questions, want to talk to me, Twitter's the best way to talk to me. You know, I don't really like spamming my YouTube comment section, so if you want to talk to me, Twitter. Anyway, this has been Derka, you derks, and peace.